Hey guys, it's V, and I have a new release video for you today. So I actually have 4 new inserts I want to show you guys. But before I do, I just wanted to talk about a little bit of changes that are going on at the shop right now. So the first thing I wanted to mention is that I made a little adjustment to the bill tracker insert. So basically all I did though was really add a section for you to write in the month that the bills will be corresponding to. I know I already have a section for the due date, but I figured most people like to track their bills monthly. Obviously, I mean, I do too. And so I figured they would like a spot where they can write in the actual month that they are tracking. And yeah, everything else is still the same. You still get it front and back. And yeah, so I just added that section and I thought it would make it a little bit nicer and a little bit more organized. I also updated all of the photos on my listings. I just figured having a more neutral background would look better with the inserts, and I hope you guys appreciate the photos. I mean, I know it's not the best quality out there, but I hope you guys get a good sense of the actual inserts that I'm trying to offer and all of that. And also, I put a bunch of updates on the announcement section of my shop. It's actually at the top of my shop. You see it automatically when you get there. And basically, it's just me saying, I have a tentative schedule of my new releases. And then I also wanted to let you guys know that I will be coming out with A5 personal and also classic happy planner sizes of all of my inserts. That's definitely in the works. I don't have an actual release date for it yet. I still have to play around with a few things, but it is definitely coming. So that's a big thing that I wanted to let you guys know. And okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into the new releases, but I had to just make those quick announcements. Okay, so the first new release that I have for you guys is a day on one page insert. So you can call it daily, day on one page, or hourly insert, however you want to call it, but basically this is formatted for however you want to use it in one day. So here I just did a focus on this title, and I have kind of like the top 3 things that you want to accomplish in any given day. People like the number 3, so that's what I just put there. And then I have a section here where you can actually write the date in the month, the day, and the year. And yeah, so then over here you have your hourly layout. I started at 5 a.m. because some people do start that early, but if not, it's just there. And then it ends at 11 p.m. And then over here I just added a don't forget section and a notes section where really you can just use this however you want, if you want to decorate it or if you want to put in some quick things right here. And then this, you can easily turn this into like a checklist kind of format, or just to jot down quick notes. So the way that I lay this out is I'm giving you guys 2 options. So one option is that you can have the daily sheet on both pages. So it will come 14 pages front and back looking just like that, and you can just plan out a whole week if you want. Or if you don't find yourself using the daily sheets, day on one page sheets that often, then you might want to go with the second option, which is where I give you a grid or graph paper on the back. And that way, you have your daily schedule right here, and then you can easily use the back to jot down notes or to doodle or whatever you want to do with that page. So you have 2 options in the shop, both same price, no changes there, 14 pages. And yeah, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. Next up, I finalized the week on 2 pages layout for April through June. So here I'm just gonna quickly go through it. I made a few changes. Basically, I just changed up the font a little bit. There are 2 fonts that I like to use in all of my inserts, and so I wanted to keep it very cohesive and straight across the board. That's how I like my inserts to look. So, you know, you've got the month right here, and you've got the days of the week, and then actual date number on top. I lightened up the lines on this notes section over here, and everything just looks a lot crisper, a lot nicer than my first set of inserts that covered January through March. I still love those, but you know, I've definitely improved since then, and I really love how these ones turned out. So here, the way that I do my weekly inserts is that each month has its own section. So this is April. It starts out blank on the first page, and then you have, you know, all of the weeks in April. That's front to back. And then you have a blank page at the end of April, and then a blank page at the beginning of May, and that is the first of the month. And it doesn't always lead that way. That just May just happens to be on a, you know, May 1st just happens to be on a Monday, and it's just gonna go like that until the end, the last week of May, and then I think in June it kind of carries over. Yeah, so here you have the May 29th and all the way to the 31st, and then you have June 1st over here. And the way I did it was just put May and June together right there, because I like to just have the month right here and the days of the week right there. And then you have the rest of June. And then leading up to the last week of June all the way up to the 2nd of July, because that's on a Sunday. And then again, same thing, June, July is right here, and then you have a blank page. And then after that, probably in, most likely in June, or maybe even late May, I will have the inserts for the next 3 months of 2017. So it'll be July, August, and September, guys. And the 3rd and 4th kind of goes together, and so I'll tell you about it. I'm really excited about this. This is actually my travel planner bundle. I know that, you know, come summertime, everybody likes to take vacations and all of that, or even any other time in the year that you want to take a vacation, you'll want a planner, like a bundle specifically for travels. So I created my own travel planner. So I will show you all that comes with it. You will have the first sheet right here, which is kind of like the cover page, and basically just says travel plans. You have a section for your destination and a section for the dates that you will be traveling. And then on the flip side, you actually have a page for your flight and accommodations. So you have your departing flight, where you're leaving from, where you're going to, the airline, the flight number, seat number, departure time, and arrival time. And then over here you have a section for your accommodations, whether it be the hotel that you're staying at or the location of your like Airbnb or what have you, wherever you're planning to stay at. And then, you know, in case you need it, a booking number, phone number, a room number, when you're supposed to check in and when you're supposed to check out. And then at the bottom is a section for your returning flight, same kind of setup as the departing flight right there. And then the next thing that you get is actually 2 pages of packing lists. So they're front and back, and a nice 2-column checklist for all the things that you could possibly think of to pack. And yeah, the thing I want to mention is that just in case you don't want to get the travel planner bundle, but you might be thinking about doing like some kind of road trip or quick little getaway, and you need a packing list, I will actually be offering the packing list inserts separately. I will actually be offering the packing list inserts separately in case you want to purchase that by itself. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. And so after those 2 pages, you will get 2 pages of travel expenses. And it's basically the same as my expense tracker inserts. We have the date, amount, description, and the payment type. And yeah, front and back. And then over here, you will get 2 pages of your itinerary inserts. And this is actually in pretty much the same layout as my day on one page sheet where you the only difference is right here you'll have like a section for your date and location, and then you'll have like a timeline here in case there are certain you know, sites that you want to see or places that you are planning on going to, and then a section for notes and all of that. It's actually printed front and back in case you have quite a few, you know, days that you're on vacation or what have you. So that's that. And then finally you will have 2 pages of note paper, the lined note paper, front and back. So then that gives you a total of 9 pages. So it's 9 pages front and back, a total of 18, I guess, if you want to consider that. And that is my travel bundle, really all I think that you could possibly need for a travel planner. And yeah, I'm really excited about that. I worked very hard in it, and I hope you guys like how it turned out. Again, the packing list inserts will be listed separately in case you want to purchase that by itself, but also the travel planner bundle will be up in the shop for you guys for your consideration also. So I have those 2, my week on 2 page vertical layout inserts and my daily page inserts. So I'm really excited with this week's new releases. I hope you guys like it, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video and for all of your support so far. It truly means the most to me, really it does. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.